Good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you're tuning in from. Nice to have you here. Welcome to Adobe Live. My name is Ryan Selvey. I'm very excited to welcome Adam back to the show. If you guys have not seen Adam yet, though, we will have him introduce themselves. But at themselves, I said themselves. It's himself. there's only one Adam, the illustrator. But welcome to the show. How's it going?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm really excited to stream with you again. I had such a fun time last time. Last time we worked on a cool illustration of the world, which is timely
Hmm.
because I know we're going to the moon tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. It's a whole different conversation. You're going to have to make some cute moon illustrations for that. But
Absolutely.
for anyone who's not familiar with you or your work, do you want to give a quick elevator pitch of yourself as an artist?
For sure. Yeah, I'm Adam Bosley. I go by Adam the Illustrator online. I'm based out of Toronto and I like to draw cute illustrations and like team it up with some encouraging and uplifting quotes and stuff like that. And then I also teach a little bit of how I used to use Illustrator and how I'm using it now, just getting through some of the fun tools. And I guess that's where we're going to jump into today. We're going to feature Turntable, which is pretty much a feature that'll turn a 2D image and make it rotate like this little guy. And we're actually going to work on side-eye Sid.
I like
So
that. Oh, he has a name. I
I'm,
didn't realize he had a name.
yeah, side-eye Sid. This is like the side-eye
Side
Sid that I dropped earlier, but this is the resin toy that's going to drop in the future.
Oh, I love that. All right. Well, I'm going to also go ahead and very briefly, before we hop into everything, just pull up your Instagram real quick, just so people. I mean, I think that was a really good explanation and showcase of your work, but also you can see some side eyed said here. Um, Adam does a really great job of blending both, like, hey, check out this cool work that I made, and also a really great resource to be able to learn things about Illustrator and things that he's learning and in his process. So if you're someone, no matter where you are on your Illustrator journey, there's always stuff to be learned. So whether you're newer to the program or later in the program, following Adam is a really great way to learn more about Illustrator. I'm not logged in, don't worry. I do follow you, but it's Adam underscore the Illustrator, and you can find him on Instagram. And then you also do TikTok, right?
TikTok and YouTube Shorts, all the same, which is great.
All the same. So Adam the Illustrator.
Yeah.
And then I just did a surprise reveal of what we're working on. So without any warning, I am now sharing your screen, and we have a new cat friend on
We got a
top
new
of
cat
Side Eye
friend
Sid.
on Sid, and pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna illustrate this character and we're gonna make him rotate
Whoa! All right. Heck
with
yeah! All
with the
right.
new turntable feature, which you just access at the top bar here, or you can
Yeah.
also go to I did it earlier, not transparent, it's the transform window. Hold on, let me
Okay,
just go to
cool.
that
Yeah, so for someone
window.
who maybe has loaded their illustration or created something in Illustrator and they hadn't yet used it, how do you kind of activate this um, on an object when you want it to spin it around?
Yeah, so I'll just select the full object, and then you can go to the top right here, it says turntable, or you can go to your transform window, and it's just like right over here. Click it, and then it will do a long, we're about to get a thunderstorm here. It will do a long, it will take like a little bit of time to activate it, but I've already activated it just for this demo.
Yep.
And you can kind of mess around, move it 360, and then you can also go from the top, which is really cool
Wow, you
because
can change
I
that
think that's
perspective.
like kind of the hardest thing for me to do is switch the perspective.
Yeah.
And you can also
Now I
go
am
from the
seeing
bottom.
that Vishal Joseph is saying, "Yo, that toy looks dope." Yeah, definitely agree with that. Also, hello to
Thank you.
George, Natalia, and Cody, who are all joining us in the chat. If you guys have questions, comments, compliments, please by all means throw them in the chat. I'll make sure to get them over to Adam. I know we're going to be focusing predominantly on Turntable today.
Yep.
This could be something that you could work for it or not, but when you were working on the physical mock-ups to send to the production facility to create your toys, did you have to create a turnaround for those deliverables?
Yeah, so before this dropped, when I was doing the actual resin toy, I
Mm-hmm.
was just kind of sending like the front, side, back version, but I did work
Mm-hmm.
with a 3D artist to like get it proper because it does have to go into a resin mold. But when I was
Right.
working on this SID, I I first sent over the SID that you see on the screen right now, but like the details were just too much. So I simplified it to this and then used Turntable to just like give it some quick angles
Yeah.
and sent it over to them and just kind of like typed in the chat like how to fix it and what to do. But it
So very
honestly,
much
it was
like
great.
there are still going to be, this isn't going to replace all of like needs for turnarounds or needs for
Hmm.
everything, but it can help in those instances where like maybe you wouldn't have even had access to some sort of like 3D artist for something that was smaller, and then you're
Hmm.
able to then take that and you can then like be like, okay, cool, like this is work that I would have to make anyway, so I'm gonna be able to use this resource, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was honestly, and like dealing with manufacturers, you're dealing with them at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
So I don't
time
want to
zone
be up for
differences.
3 hours kind of like messing around with the different angles. So just bumping it into Illustrator or yeah, bumping it into Turntable. I really
Yeah.
have it here too. So bumping this guy into Turntable and getting some quick options like,
Look at the little stubborn
okay,
arms.
there you go. We got that one. We'll drag them out and then let's
It
see
also
what
makes
like
the eye roll a little bit more dramatic, which is really funny.
yeah.
It's like I'm getting more sass the more that he turns around. Like,
For sure. And it's just like so quick too. And I noticed that like for myself, the less detail, the better.
okay,
So when I start adding a lot of like my typical shadows in there, I found it would do some different things with it. Some of the
hmm,
times it would work, some of the times it would like not look as great, but
yeah,
without the shadows, it works great. And then when you do the turntable, you can still use your live paint bucket tool to like add your shadows and like I would do some things to like make it look proper if I was going to use it as a post on Instagram or something like that.
yeah. Because there's still that there's two-step process. You know, you still are involved in the creativity of it all. And it just helps you kind of get to a place where then you can kind of mess with it too. Because I know that last year when we were working on the earth walking, we
Hmm.
were talking a few times about different like perspective or like messing with things, and you kind of like continuously were editing a foot over and over again. This could be something where it's like maybe that could save you some time and
For
be
sure.
able to work on an angle that is a little bit different than what you originally drew.
Exactly. Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely a fun feature that I was like obviously so excited about back. I think it was 2 years ago in Miami when they first dropped it in
Yep,
Sneaks.
Miami. Yep, I
Yeah.
remember it. It's when I met you,
And that
actually.
was that was actually like life changing. I was like my mind was blown. So I'm
It
happy
was
to
the
see
guy
that
with the
it's out here
dragon,
now.
I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, with the sword and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, I love it.
But I'm guessing I'm gonna start illustrating, and then we'll test it out on the illustration that I make.
Yeah. Natalia is saying that Side Eye Sid is the best.
Thank
Also,
you.
Vishal is saying that he loves that it retains the details, that it's such a game changer. Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm also excited as, to speak selfishly, as a motion designer, being able to create like one or two of the kind of key points and then be able to between it or morph between it. I think that'll be really helpful. Also, hello to Sean and Patrick who are over on Behance. Good to have you guys here. Stephen Overtur, a friend of the show, is asking if you
Eh,
are a cats over dogs person.
Um, neither.
Neither. So you okay? So you don't have a cat.
I don't have a cat. I don't have a dog. But the reason there's a black cat is because my old roommate had a cat named Wally, and I've
Mm-hmm.
always like just put Wally secretly in all of my work. So I
Yeah,
think Wally's gonna make it to the physical world in a on side I said.
I love that. And I know we were talking a little bit before we even went live today. We were talking a little bit about the different choices that you can make in manufacturing and be able to integrate different creations of like if something is attached to it, if it's sewn in or not. And so it'd be fun
Hmm.
to see you experiment with that. As a quick call out, what you just did is you created one side of the heart and then you did a reflection. And then
Yeah.
how did you get rid of that one part of the overlapping
Oh
of the
yeah. So
intersection?
so when I was drawing that heart, I just duplicated it, transform, reflect, and then I select both Shift M for the live for the shape builder tool,
Hmm.
and then Option left click it, and it just deletes really quickly.
Perfect. All right, cool. Thanks for
Yeah,
calling that out.
no problem.
Not trying to slow you down too much. Just want to make sure if anyone has any questions, if anything happens on screen magically, let us know.
Yeah,
George
I'm
is
just using
asking
the
if you
pen
have to
tool now
pay
too.
extra for this. This comes uh, built into Illustrator starting today, I believe.
Yep.
So if you have your Illustrator, it should just be right there for you.
and I think it costs a couple tokens. I can't remember what it was, but
Oh, that's what they mean. Okay, yes. So, as far as generation credits, that's built into um, your creative plan for depending on what you have. Then yeah, it will focus on using some credits, but there is like it's not like it's a separate thing that you have to necessarily buy into for just Turntable. It'll be part of the bigger ecosystem.
mhm,
Thank you for catching me on that.
no problem. Yeah, I saw it. I think it said 20 credits, but you get like this like as we go on through this thing, I'll do all the fun stuff in Turntable. But I think it gives you like 75 generations, which is super
Mhm.
rad.
Oh no, he's sad. He's always sad.
Also trying.
Is he
I
ever
mean,
happy?
we could make him a little.
Oh, but then he's mischievous.
Also, trying to redraw a character that I've already done is like a nightmare for me.
Yeah, no, I feel that. There's some
It's
people
like
who can
trying
do
to
it
get
so
it.
easily. Some
I
people can just
know.
like, because how do you feel? Do you feel like you can see things in your brain,
Not really. Like,
right? That's how I
yeah,
am.
I feel like it just comes together like as I'm creating it, and I'll just go with the flow on the character and see kind of just like honestly doing this in an hour is so stressful for me because usually it takes a while to like get all the details right. Like the legs are obviously the hardest, the hands are super hard to do. I have it already kind of flushed out already on another file, but doing this stuff is just it's tough.
No, that makes sense.
But like part of the process, which I love.
Absolutely. Um, Also, I love how wide it's like always kind of like bell bottoms a little bit. I know it's like part of his anatomy, but I like how they jut out. It feels I don't know. It feels great. I like it.
Go there.
Um, and then as far as uh, there we go. Natalia says 20 connects or 20 tokens per application for all views. Yes.
Sweet.
So you'll be able to get it. And you'll be able to get those turnarounds. You can also make a GIF out of it, which is really cool.
Super rad.
And then you can like have those.
I'm gonna try and draw a foot here. This is my
Sean's
favorite thing to
mentioning that he
do.
has the rubber hose brush that he uses for characters. That also helps too to be able to
Oh,
like
really?
help with limbs and stuff. That also can make it so that you can also have things a little bit more malleable. And those
Hmm.
can be with custom brushes that you can use in Illustrator, which is cool.
I also like have a lot of the body parts and limbs already created. But I'm trying to do it
It
live and do
sounds
it
so dark.
and have fun and like
Library of body parts.
I have them already created and I'll um just kind of manipulate them to like do something a little bit different and like if this was a running leg, I'd pull that foot and do something like that and then, add
Yeah.
the leg kind of doing something a little different.
And maybe that's
Um
also something that you can do, George. If you're looking for different types of like tokens and stuff, you could make a series of ligaments and uh, body parts that you could then kind of do a generation for, get all the things you have and save them in the library, and then be able to reference those whenever you need. That could also be a resource so that you could reuse the things. They're not
stuff for
feature locked
songs.
for just a one illustration. Um, so working on little tube socks here. What did you just do there to be able to bring in the solid fill of the sock over top of that other line?
Oh, I kind of did the same thing as before. So
Hmm.
I just made sure that this line was overlapping this line,
Yep.
selected them both, Shift M for the shape builder tool again, and then Option left clicked to delete it. So technically there's no fill in here yet because I will expand everything and
Yeah,
then color it in.
that's great.
Objects.
And if you guys have any questions while we're going into things, let us know. Um, I'm gonna put in the chat into the YouTube poll. Say, do you collect vinyl desk toys?
Ooh,
Um,
that's a good one.
yes or no? I recently had a uh the Scream painting, famous Scream painting, as a desk toy that I have now, which is exciting. But
Scream
outside of
like
that,
the movie?
no, Scream like the Edward Munch from the 1800s.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Guy, and I have a little desk toy of him,
yeah.
which I like. I also have a Shy Guy. Um,
These hands are off.
Trying to think if anything else that I have. Um, but I like having them. They're always kind of like fun to be able to just, I don't know, look at your shelf and see what it is. I would love to see something that I create as a desk toy.
As a
That
toy.
that is just completely foreign to me, and the idea of like not being able to even understand what that's like. Um, SCD is saying 666, which is great to have you here. Thanks for the nice words. If you have any questions about what we're doing or anything, let us know. You drew that
Oh,
hand so naturally. It's a little
that's
exciting.
a rough hand. No,
Oh,
that
really?
like I'm
I'm liking
like
the blobbiness of it. I'm liking the
the blobbiness
stylization.
is fun, but compared to the hand that you'll see in a second, it's like I don't know.
Also,
For
do you mind
me,
if we
hands
check out?
is what?
Oh, okay. Do you mind if we check out your brush settings, just like what smoothing
Oh yeah,
settings and stuff you're using
yeah.
right now?
So brush tool, double click. I just kind of go in the
Mm-hmm.
middle there between smooth,
Cool. And then you have
just
edit
because
flip
it
kind of within 12 points.
leaves it a little, makes it a little fun. I wish there was like less anchor points on that, but
Yeah.
someday soon.
Someday I always can come back. Can always work on stuff. By the way, thank you guys for liking this video. I'm seeing you guys added some likes. We are split down the middle right now for people collecting desk toys at 50-50 on the poll on YouTube, um, which is
On
tighter than I
whether
thought it
they
was going
do
to
or
be.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, whether they do or don't. So 50% yes. Now yes is in the lead. So we've got
Let's
our type of
go.
people in the chat. So it's
I'm
good to
gonna have
know.
to go in the chat and put a yes on there.
Yeah. Do you outside of your own? Do you collect
I have a
vinyl toys
few.
yourself?
I actually used to collect oops. I actually used to collect basketball ones, like old school vintage basketball ones. So I have this really sick Dennis Rodman one where
Mm-hmm.
he has like his basketball fit and then like another fit and it's
Yeah,
iconic. I'm probably gonna do a little story about that one day
that
on
would be great.
social
Also,
because it's
Katrina is joining us. Good to have you here, friend of the show.
what's
Always
up.
good to see you. We're just working on some illustrations, and we're also working on kind of showcasing the turntable tools that we have for Illustrator that just recently went into the public launch, which is exciting. Um, and yeah, SCD says I need to be more proud of putting my toys on display. Yes, please do. You got to show them off if you have them, right?
Okay.
Katrina's wondering how everyone's doing. I'm feeling good. It's beautiful here in New York today. I know you said you're getting some thunderstorms over in Toronto,
Yeah.
but it is a beautiful day out today in New York.
It was really nice yesterday too. It was like 15 degrees Celsius. I don't know what I think that's like 60, 65.
That's beautiful. I love
So it
that.
was beautiful. Okay, so we got him here. I don't love the hands, but I have another version down low that I'm going to start adding color because we really want to like mess around in Turntable and see all of its capabilities.
Certainly.
So
Also, you're too hard on yourself. I love them. They
this
look
is
great.
this is like when I actually focus on hands and I spend like 3 hours on it.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
I have them at a good point
You
here
sure you
that
don't
I
want to just do
like.
that? You sure you don't want to just stick around for 3 hours? We'll just do a hand stream
Just
extended.
drawing one hand. It's like my least favorite thing to do. But I also have this cat that I've pre-created. I'm just gonna
With the
drag
little
him on
button too. I
here.
appreciate that, by the way. I like that it's not just like, uh naturally kind of laying. I mean, it is naturally. This is how a cat would lay in, but
On there.
it,
And then I'm gonna
it
do the
is adds a
same thing
fun element to it.
that we did before with like selecting all intersecting lines here
Hmm.
with the selection tool and then Shift M and then Option left click the lines that I want to delete.
Right.
And that's it. Now it looks like
This all
he's
comes together so
on
well.
top of him. All right,
Um,
so let's add some color. Let's add some color.
Sean's calling it like a worm, a little tail, a little swishy tail.
Honestly, this is supposed to be the leg. I forgot to add the tail.
Oh,
But
I thought the
there,
tail was no. The tail's over by the tail. The tail is wrapping
we got
around in
we
front of his
got like
face.
the arm. This is like the back leg. There's supposed to
Oh,
be an
okay. So you know what I'm seeing it as? You know what I'm seeing it as? I'm seeing it as, like the tail is the thing on the right, the
Uh,
leg down is the left leg, and we're looking at his butt, and he's like looking over his back,
oh
like that's
yeah.
why I was like it's just very cat like for him to just be like, "Wah."
That would be it. That would be Wally for sure.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, there's supposed to be a tail. There's supposed to be a tail here, and I just kind of forgot it.
Okay,
And it
he's more
didn't
like
really
holding on
work
to
that.
deal life.
Yeah, but yeah.
And then I like the heart inside the heart. I want to know
Heart
the
inside the
anatomy of
heart.
a heart like this, if it's
And now I'm just gonna take
or
it.
if it's like if they're like an octopus and they have a bunch of hearts rather than just one.
I'm gonna group everything together
Or is that
here and
stomachs?
just
Is it stomachs or hearts? Or is it brains?
for a
Doesn't an
wish.
octopus have a bunch of different stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Octopus has
Eight
a
legs,
bunch of.
eight
Let's see what this
tentacles.
gets at. Google's like, did you mean suckers? Did you want to know if octopus have a bunch of suckers? No, is it heart or brain? I think it's hearts or stomachs.
All right,
They
now
have
I'm just gonna
three
use
hearts
the
and
live
nine
paint bucket
brains.
tool. Three
Just so you
hearts.
guys know. Also, yeah, you're over here like actually doing the task at hand. I'm talking about octopus here. With the bucket tool, you're using that to just fill in your shapes,
Fill in the
being able to pick
shapes.
your colors, and that works across all layers, right? So you can you don't have to like merge things down or bring it all into something. You can all be into just selecting and making
Yeah,
them
as long as
fill
I
in.
kind of expanded everything out on this illustration, so I still have my
Hmm.
line work over here that I like to keep just in case I need to make some edits later on.
Right.
But then I'll bring it over here, duplicate it, I'll expand it, I'll Pathfinder tool so that there's like less anchor points and stuff like that. And then I will just start using the live paint bucket tool to fill in the colors. I'll also fill in, oops, I'll also fill in like the white sections here because when we throw it over like the gray, at least you'll like see
Yeah,
that there's like the
it
eyes are
goes
white, the
through.
socks are white, and if there's a different color background and stuff.
Also,
Then
I outed myself as not a basketball guy. Sean was like, "No, the worm is Rodman's nickname." So shame on me. Shame on me. Um, but
another.
also I'm seeing that they're saying, yeah, the cat being a cat says Natalia. Steve is asking me where my cat is. He is sitting just bizarrely like that, right off screen. Um, but Steven has actually a significant question here, and he says, "Do you have a saved color palette or saved illustrations in libraries, or do you create from scratch every time?"
I do have a saved color palette. Like I'll just bring in my characters. Let me see. I mean, I did bring it in earlier, but I'll bring in my characters from previous stuff and then I'll use like this pink has been used for the last like maybe 3 or 4 years on the heart
Iconic.
character. Um, and then in terms of putting things into my assets folder, I don't really. I just like have files like, if it's like my heart character and I have like the quote, I'll go to that page, I'll go to that file, drag it into another one, and then like illustrate it a little bit differently.
Right.
And then use, yeah, like I just have a ton of different elements, but they're just all on their own files and stuff like that. But maybe I should do an assets page. That'd be nice.
You know what? I always say there's always a million different ways to do the same thing. And so whatever
Yeah.
works best for your process and whatever works best for, the task at
Mhm.
hand, I think is great. A little heart inside the heart
With a
with a
little
void
smiley
being
face on
happy.
there. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm
Feels like me
happy.
some days.
He's like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm happy. I'm gonna throw a
Uh,
little I'm gonna throw some socks in here.
you ever thought about doing greeting cards?
Oh yeah, I got some coming out soon. Stay
Maybe some
tuned.
coming out soon. I just feel like it works
Yeah.
really well. Like if I gave this to someone for any given reason, I feel like I could really bring their day up. Um, and for that, are you mostly printing that? I know we've talked to that in previous ones where like you've gone to local shops to do it, and you've also done print on
Hmm.
demand. If you're
Yeah.
doing something like greeting cards, is that what is that normally? Is that normally a print on demand situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it print on demand. Like I do some work with a client of mine,
Right.
and I actually like the way the cards turn out. I don't have any on hand right now,
Yeah.
but next time I'll have them ready to go because I'm gonna be dropping a video for those cards soon.
Ooh, looking forward to
But
that.
We got some nice smileys here. For some reason, this looks bigger than.
It would be funny. This would be expensive, but if there was like a pair of socks that had a smiley face on one and a frowny face on the other one, that way you always knew that you like had the right pair. You know, like
Yeah.
one was left, one was right.
Yeah.
Um,
You just gave
I
me an
don't think
idea.
he
Hold
would
on.
wear them though, because they'd be too sad for him. So
Okay, we're at 12:30. All right, we can add
yeah,
a
twelve
couple
twenty
little
six. Don't
like said.
rip yourself of those 4 minutes. You're still doing
Get
good.
a quick little drink of water here.
You gotta hydrate. While we're doing that, actually, since we're about halfway through, I would love to just highlight what's coming up next for us. Next is Office Hours with Andrew Hockradle and Nick Longo. They will be hopping into some Firefly stuff. If you guys stick around here on YouTube, it will come up right after this. And then tomorrow we've got a full day of streams. We've got File New tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune into that. That's the designer and creator news. Going to be talking a little bit about the Artemis branding for Artemis 2, which is the shuttle that is going to the moon tomorrow.
Cool.
Which I know that's the second time I mentioned it, but I am so excited. And I'm excited to talk about the design of it. So make sure you guys tune into that. We've also got some other really great stuff. All streams on Thursday, live on TikTok on Friday. Plenty of stuff for you to get involved in. Also, make sure you guys join that Discord. It's a great place to be able to see the schedule. So I'll go ahead and actually throw the schedule on screen right now. And you can see the schedule side of the Discord. If you go here, you can see everything that's going on. Office Hours coming up next. We've got Magdiel Lopez and Paco's coming back tomorrow morning, which is exciting. And that's just at 9 a.m. But then, got all the regulars after that. So excited to have an exciting week of Adobe Live. George is wondering if patterns work with Turntable or if it'll jam it up. I have not tried that.
I have not either.
I'd be interested in that. We'll have to report back to you on that one. I don't have an answer for you that, but great question, George. I mean, if anything, I'm sure you could definitely outline or expand the patterns and then see if that would work. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to test that out and get back to you.
I saw Paul was doing some fun stuff where he was doing like Paul Tranny, where he
Mhm.
was doing like simple flowers and then he was using turntable and just kind of like placing them on different parts of the canvas so it looked like a
Mhm.
field of flowers. I was like, okay, that's sick.
Oh, that adds some variance and
To add
variety
some variance,
to
yeah.
that, so that way it's like doesn't look like you just copy and pasted the same thing for the pattern over and over again. That's a really smart idea.
Exactly. Yeah. And he did it with like trees and stuff like that too. Like it was cool. I like that.
Yeah. Dina's also wondering how gradients will work out for it. And
Mhm.
then also want to make sure that I'm not um, skipping over to questions. The important ones, like SCD saying, does drawing the smiley make you smile every time? I think you have to,
Always.
right? It's kind of like if you've ever tried to
Absolutely.
laugh without smiling, which I always like to
Yeah.
try. I'm not going to subject you guys to that right now, but Steven saying that you should get into licensing. Definitely agree with that. I feel like you could really license out a lot of your characters, but I also know you're very close to your characters and they're part of your identity. So also
Yeah.
no pressure there. Um, but yeah, it just I feel like I also want to know more about like I want like stories behind these guys, right? Do
Oh,
you
it's
ever
coming
look into any of
soon.
that?
Coming soon.
Coming soon? Yeah.
I
Which
wanna
would you?
do
Well, I don't want to make you announce anything, but if
yeah, no,
it's
I just
not
like
announced
want to
yet.
do some like little books and stuff like that. Like whether it's because I do these like little how-to guides on Instagram. So I
Hmm.
want to turn those into like little books, like how to be kind to your mind.
Oh, I love
Um,
that.
it would be, and then just kind of go forward on that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get into turntable right now because I think
Great. All right.
this is what we're doing today, right? We're doing turntable. We can't. The illustrating is fun and all, but I'm not gonna add shadows here, but I will, as we mess around with turntable and like we get some good variants, I'll add some shadows via that and then we'll see how it works. But I'm just gonna click turntable up on the right. So I just selected the whole image. I grouped
All
everything
right.
together, grouped everything. I don't know
Here
if
we
you need
go.
to, but I just like to. And then
Oh,
up
and it
the
gives you
top,
74 variations, it says.
yeah, 74 variations, which you know what? I'm gonna go
A lot
move
of
this
variants for
one
you.
over here. And we're just gonna mess around with this guy for now.
Uh,
Turntable. It's just gonna take a little bit. So if you have any questions, just say what up.
yes, please do. Sean
Okay.
is giving his love for Paul in the chat, that he misses him. I miss him dearly too. Love that man though. Whenever you see him in person, I am amazed by the amount of people that man can remember. Like I'm always like, is he gonna like I've known him for years now, so like naturally he's gonna remember me, but still I'm always like, are you gonna remember me? You talked to 8,000 people at this conference. um,
Yeah, he sees a lot of faces for sure. Every time too, right? Like just wherever he's
yeah.
traveling. So what I noticed though, I don't know if you were trying this in the new version or the older version, but what I've noticed is, and this is a cool question that I forgot to ask, is will it give you different variations every time you do it?
Oh, I don't know. I would
And
imagine probably not. It probably
I
determines.
saw some different things though. Like I put like the tail on the cat, right? And when
Oh,
I
but if you
saw
edit
it,
it, yes, yes, of course, because it
it
has to regenerate it, so it's going to
yeah.
give you 74 new ones each time that you do it, right? Um,
So
wait,
what we
go
got right
all the
now?
way back around. That's me. That's my butt. I don't have a butt, so it's just that's what it would look like if I had to do my backside.
But see, on a generation that I made earlier,
hmm
over here, you'll see like the back hands look a little bit better. You know
Oh
how like
yeah, right.
those come
Okay.
in, and then
You can also merge them differently, right?
this one kind of gives you a little bit of a different generation. So I feel like try generating a couple different times to get a
hmm
little bit of a different result.
You can also
And
pull different things because it's not like a rasterized image; it's actual vectors, right?
yeah, and then
So that way
that's
you can still pull things from here and there pretty easily and merge them together to make some sort of
but
Frankenstein.
like this one turned out really well. Like look at the like even the detailing on here.
Yeah,
Like the shadows versus, you know what I mean, from the shadows that I have here to the back, like they kind of matched them, which worked out really well. And then this one didn't do as hot,
yeah.
but I think it's just a case of re-illustrate, like trying a different generation every time and seeing
And
what
also just
happens.
structurally being able to like, you're still part of the process. So like being able to go in and being able to
Give it the thumbs up and
have
stuff like
eyes over
that.
it. You never want to just like click it and run away, right? I mean
Hmm.
that wouldn't be fun.
And then we
We
got the
also have
overhead
Morgan saying he's
view.
got chaps, which is funny. Um uh SCD says if Side Eye Sid was on the court, he'd be able to slam dunk, right? He looks tall. Yeah.
Definitely tall. He's only 6 inches over here, but that's all I
But
can
hey,
afford.
if the basketball hoop's only 7 inches, he's fine.
Yeah. But this is cool too. Like I love this. Like even though it's not perfect, like I would go in and re-illustrate it and like have a
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
like
I
a
think that's what
guideline, a reference, and it's
so
great.
much of that is it just
I
at
like
least
this
it's better
too.
than 0%, right? So like
Yeah.
anything above 0% is you're already advancing more than you already would have been otherwise if you had to sit down and manually do this, right? So like I think it's
Let's see
all
how
part
it
of
turned out on here.
takes it up. It's starting to give like
It's
music video vibes now. Also, something to call out with the new turntable that is launched now is that it's full 360.
full
At a
360.
point there was
Yes.
it where it was something like more than
Also the
275. I think it was like 300 or something. It was just barely not 360, and now you're able to
Yeah,
do
it was
full
like the
rotation, which
last.
is
I
nice.
think it was like the last, like right here kind of thing
Yeah.
versus like the
But
full back. But also a fun thing within Turntable is if I want to generate, let's just say like this side or
hmm
that side, I can just click, I think it's this button here, and it'll just start adding them.
wow, that's cool. And then just be able
And
to
just
have
in
just
like a
that
blink of an
connected
eye.
there.
Also, if I go Turntable and I go place all views on canvas, this is the wild thing.
Yeah, there it is.
This is the fun.
That's when it's building everything out for you.
So you
Um,
have all versions there. Like some of these back versions look really good. Like I
yeah,
would, you know what I mean? Like maybe a quick little edit to add a little bit of like a little back piece, like where he's sitting on there, and I would just like, what would I do? Go like that.
a little blob.
Go like, let me,
Got some
let
amazing,
me, let
some
me
sick in the
retry
chat.
that. We can
Um,
go like this. Go like
has anyone in
that.
the chat been able to try out Turntable on their own stuff? Have they messing with it? I think it works obviously really well for characters. I have personally used it to rotate a chair before. I needed to
Oh,
have a
nice.
chair in a different perspective, and I was just able to flip it, which was cool. I would love to hear how you guys use it or plan to use
Love
it
stuff
even.
like that. But yeah, these are some really nice generations. Like I don't think every version is perfect, but there's some really nice ones where you could like definitely get a head start on what you're working on.
Certainly.
And then I also really like. I mean, I guess since we're here, let's go back.
We are here.
Since we're here, let's go to this. I don't know how I'm going to show this, but I'll at least show the process.
Oh, Dina's saying that it worked on a school mascot and it saved her, which is
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, no,
So you
definitely
can go
something to do.
to this little button here that's like a box with an arrow pointing to the right, export as
Mm-hmm.
GIF. And then this is a working on some t-shirts, save, and then it'll
Look at
export as a
that.
GIF. And you can do
As a
from the
gift.
front, oops, you can do from the top. That actually looks really good.
That
Like
looks really cool. That looks
that's a lot.
great,
I don't
especially
know
from the top. Yeah, it really it messes with those
how zoomed in
consistencies.
were there, but and then you have the
Yeah,
transparent background, frames per second you can mess around with, so you can have a slower version. 15 is looking pretty good. 24 is pretty quick,
yeah,
but super cool.
going crazy. Also
And
seeing
then
that Steven wants to test it out on his Husky mascot. Yeah, Steven, I'd love to see this
you
change
can
up
change direction.
your stuff. Oh, the direction too to be able to flip the side. Oh yeah, and you can also boomerang it if you want. If you
Yeah.
wanted to have a full spin around, or
And
if you
then
want
you
to
just
boomerang
like
it.
quickly export it this way and you're ready to go. So that was fun. I really like that option as well.
Yeah.
But let's go to I also have a version here. Let's try this
George is
guy.
asking, are those individual images?
Yep. Like these ones, right?
Yep. Yep. And you
Yeah,
can go through, you can move them
I
around
can
willy nilly,
copy
and they
it. I
all have
can
vectors in them too, which is nice.
paste it. I can go here, go edit, edit colors, recolor artwork, unlink. Let's just change the color of that. Oops, maybe
Don't
not.
give him a heart
Oh,
attack. Oh no, he's getting discolored.
but I can change the color of his
Oh, he's
body,
blue. Oh
stuff like
no.
that. There's a lot of different colors in here, so I'm not really sure what's going on there,
I
but
think the colors are for the shadows, I believe, probably,
or we could
and the
go
lines.
advanced and but yeah.
Which you can always go through as well and simplify with either the shape builder tool, Pathfinder, you know, multiple ways that you can mess with that.
But yeah, I would take like certain options out of here. Like this one looks really good. Copy.
Yeah.
I mean, all these ones kind of fun. This one turned out really nice. So I like how the yeah, and then I would just like delete some of these areas here and just
Yeah, the nice thing is,
redraw
yeah,
the smiley
it's not
face
like
in
it's
there, right?
rasterized out. You can still go in and
Yeah,
you can still edit things, you can remove, you can add, which is cool.
do a little.
Uh, Sean said that he used it with a parrot and with the wings out, but the wings got a little confused. Yeah, definitely makes sense. The more complexity you have more variables and factors for maybe some things to not work out as well.
Mhm.
But still having that oversight and that profession of being able to know your way around Illustrator, I think goes a long way.
And then let's go to this one. Let's generate. I haven't generated on this one yet. Actually, you know what? I have them over here. So I use this one to send off to the client, and I actually like really loved how it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, it looks just like you drew it. Like it looks that spot on.
Like, you know, we got this guy here. We got
Wait,
this
I'm
guy
gonna always can I
spinning
do
here.
I'm gonna put you big real quick. Look at him. Wait, can you bring it a little bit closer to the camera?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna do a little spin
Look at
too.
him. Oh, he's so cute. He's still angry, but
He's very
he's
angry, but
cute.
I love it.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, it's honestly, I love this feature so much.
And I think that like yes, this is going to be great for character design for things, but also I think if you're creating
This
any sort of
version,
poster, if you're creating illustration design, I think this works really well hand in hand also with the new Photoshop feature that also has a very turntable-esque
mm,
feature. Um, it's just getting to a point where you're really able to like it used to be if you made something or you created something and it wasn't right, you're like, I have to start all over. Like, hopefully, I'm hoping this saves the day and weeks of work for a lot
oops.
of people that, would have to personally reap the consequences of having to redo something. And hopefully, this saves you a little bit of time.
Like these versions turned out great.
It's giving,
Um,
like, what is it? It's that old 90s show with the cranky teenager. Yeah, that's great.
and then I also tried it on this because I was like, all right, let's see how it works. I wanted to see like a lot of the, even when you open Turntable. on here and you like click to make a generation, it'll show
Mm-hmm.
it where it's like more of like a flat illustration with like the shadows. And obviously I have like a lot of the line work. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to see how it would work with a more flat illustration. And I mean, I don't think this is the best example because I literally just did this like 10 minutes before I jumped into our meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice though. Adding
not
some
bad.
depth to it. You can also go
Yeah.
in and still adjust it.
And I like the way that it actually did a pretty good job on the one above too, which I'll show. But like
Yeah.
this
The
is great
above seems
for
to be like the most consistently reliable here
yeah, I like the
with
above a
quality.
lot. This one.
Well,
And
that's
then
so
I
funny.
even like on this version, it did something that I really liked where when we flip it to the backside, it like
Oh,
kept the
cool.
color, which is like kind of cool, which
Yeah.
on some of them it like hasn't, but since I added those shadows, it added that color. I know it's a
Yeah,
little
and those
wonky in the
shadows
end,
too, the way
but
that they're stylized is really nice too. The fact that it doesn't just black out the entire edges, but instead does this
this
kind of
too, this is
like
the one I
blob,
like
right? Yeah, the
where it
highlights
has
too.
where it has some of the
Very like that
highlights
a lot,
there.
which is nice.
Yeah. So I was just like testing it on a lot of illustrations. Some of the illustrations where I have some like really wonky things happening in them, like it didn't work that well. But I found like the ones that were a little bit more simplified were great. And let's see what this looks like as we export a GIF. Turntable.
Morgan put a little heart in the chat, and it's making me realize that Sid would also definitely make a really good emote, um, which I feel like would be fun. Ooh,
We got him
this makes me want to
there.
like have like a what are those things that you put above babies' cribs?
Oh yeah,
A
yeah,
mobile. I
yeah.
feel like you could
Yeah,
make
like
an
the
animation of a mobile with a bunch of your characters. That would be fun with Sid and stars and the like your Earth and stuff, and they're all just
that'd
kind
be
of
so
like it
fun.
looks like a baby's laying down looking up. There you go. There's some content for your Instagram right there.
You might
There
have
you
to
go.
be my product manager.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
But
That
yeah,
looks like really, really cute
that's a
stuff.
lot of the fun stuff that I have there.
Yeah.
I've
Morgan's loving the
also
top
taken
star.
versions where, what one was it? I think I liked this one here. I'm just gonna copy, paste. I'm gonna duplicate it. Let's,
Daria. That is who I'm thinking it reminds me of. Do you remember the Daria cartoon show?
I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but
It might have just an American thing, but it was like a grumpy teenager with glasses, and she was always kind of looking out at her side eye.
oh
Um,
really?
yeah, and it's given me strong Daria vibes, and I love it. It's great.
So here's where I would just like kind of go back in with the generations that it made
Mm-hmm.
and start like adding my shadows again. So I'm gonna try and do this real quick.
And just having that flexibility of being able to go in and make your own modifications and changes is really good.
Mhm.
Also, I like that you are using. Are you gonna have it be
Oops.
that darker purple?
I'm going to kind of like go into so I like to make it darker and then I like to go into my transparency, go to multiply, shift it
Mm-hmm.
down a little bit like here. And we got a little,
Smart.
now we're bringing it all together. Now it's looking like one of my characters that you would see in, that's his arm. I'm trying to do this really quickly because we have like 15 left.
Yeah, we're doing great on time. We've already learned a lot. We've got to look at a lot, so we're just having a good time.
So we got our fun shadows coming back in where like it kind of looks alive again. Like
Yeah,
I feel like the flat versions of my characters aren't great, but when I start adding those shadows, like
yeah,
it really comes together. I'll add some edge highlights here,
yeah.
maybe maybe one here, and then I can also bring this guy. Oops, can I do it? Oop. I think there's just a lot of
So
data on here. My computer has, I told you earlier, my computer's been running
it's
so
also
slow.
streaming at the time. We cannot hear your computer, but it's also you're recording video, you're sharing your screen, you're doing turntable. There's a lot going through, but it's working out. Captain Supply wants to know if you'll be selling more of the plushies.
Oh yeah, I will. I just need to make some time
Yeah,
because I have to ship them
it's
all and stuff like that. So
mm-hmm.
it's it's a little tough, but I'll get it done. So
And you
yeah,
can make sure that you follow for updates over at Adam underscore the Illustrator, and that'll be on your website. That'll be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you doom scroll. I've
Yeah.
never said that before. I'm gonna start saying that. um, Thank you. They're giving a thumbs up, which is great. If you guys have any questions, also, please, by all means, throw them in the
I
chat.
will
Those are great
add
questions.
some fun highlights to Shift X. Let's say the sun's coming from this way. I actually didn't try this before, so I'm happy that it's working out.
Yeah, reliability, man, works out. Um,
Oh, that's because that's still on
Might be a little far
multiply.
back.
Normal, 100.
He's unhappy about his sun exposure.
It's like, get me out of here. He would love the
Uh,
weather here in Toronto.
yeah, nice and cloudy.
Nice and gloomy, just like him. And then yeah, I would add a little, maybe like I like doing
Are
these
you
like
going to any
little
conferences this year? Do you have anything lined up? Any tabling or
Adobe
anything? Because
Max,
you like to table, right?
Adobe Max.
Adobe Max, of course. But that's not for a while. That's until like October, right?
Yeah. But other than that, no, I don't have anything lined up right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I will because this summer I have some plans in Europe. So I will be
Ooh, all right.
traveling for a wedding and then
So if you guys want a plushie, you want it hand delivered, make sure you let Adam know over in Europe, and he'll come out to you. That way he can mark the whole thing as a business expense.
exactly.
Taxes.
Gonna add these little highlight there too. Maybe another edge highlight.
Also liking that you're adding highlights in like a unique to the pose capacity. So like
I'm
it's
also
not,
doing it so quick, so don't judge my lines here, guys. They're
dude, I
bad.
promise we're all here for you. Everyone is hyping you up in chat. Everyone's excited. It's looking really good. And also, obviously, I know we have a time crunch of only an hour of work, and you always manage to pull off so much in that 1 hour. So um, it's cool to see
Also,
the
if you
efficacy.
can see me in the screen too, I have a little lean going too. I like to lean into the work.
Yeah, whenever I'm on FaceTime when I'm working on something, or if I'm like on a call, people always call me out because I tilt my head and I'll turn it
Yeah.
back and forth. And like, what do you do? Like, look, are you dancing at your chair? I'm like, no, I don't know. I just it helps me
I
see
do,
it better somehow, even though it doesn't.
I do the I don't know if I can say it, but I do the MJ tongue out too.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
the focus. I used to do that when I played sports and stuff.
that's funny. Just make sure you don't bite down on your tongue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I feel like I do that sometimes
We
if
got
I
that.
lift or something. Sometimes I'll bite my tongue. And I'll be like, no, 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 can't do that. This could end without a tongue. That would not be great.
I did that once at the dentist. Worst thing ever.
Oh, yikes. Big yikes. I guess you're in the right
Okay.
place for it, though.
So there you go.
Look at that. That's
I
awesome.
gotta sit up to a great place right here, and then I could add some. I know you can't see that right now, but I'll make it work. We could add our smiley face socks here. Whoop, whoop.
Just a little peeking. It's like, here's Johnny.
Where's
Over on our poll, we have 55% of people say yes, they collect desk toys. 45% say no. So yeah,
okay?
still like, and that's with 22 votes. So like, that is a
Nice.
surprising, uh, like almost near 50-50 that I'm surprised to see.
We had
Um,
22 votes in the chat. That's sick.
yeah, man, people love their vinyl toys.
Gonna add this final detail, and then I guess for the last little bit, we can showcase what we did again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is a good thing about being able to draw as well, is
mhm.
you can make these little edits.
Look at that. That's great.
So that's what we got from, I think it was like one of these versions here. I think I stole them, but I think it was like this version.
Yeah.
And all I did was add him in. Oops. Just added him in and started adding some of the shadows that I would typically add on my character just to give it some depth versus just like the flat. But I found within Turntable, I found like having a little bit more of a flat illustration worked a little bit better than having these, because
Mm-hmm.
once you have these, it does some fun things, but I don't need Turntable to do the full process for me. I can get it to do most of it or like some of it and like work back in and make it work for
Yep.
myself. But yeah, I guess we pretty much came from here.
Yep. We had our
We
little
came from this
cat.
guy. We hit Turntable,
We did the hands too.
did the hands, even though they weren't great early on. And then we just spun it around.
Wow, 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 wow. Wicka, 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 wicka.
Pick it, pick it.
Now, I want to go ahead real quick and bring your Instagram back up here.
Sweet.
And I know that you have also like things like your interactive website or you have these posters too. It would be interesting at any point, kind of like revisiting and exploring any of these posters too to see what they would look at from a different side. It could also be
Hmm.
really funny if you added like Easter eggs to those moments, right? Um, and yeah, you do a lot of like large scale physical items, which I think people would be really interested to learn more about, and just how that is also part of your process. So make sure you guys check out Adam underscore the Illustrator.
Adam the Ill.
Um, we are
Yeah.
getting close to time, which is sad. We did fly through some stuff. We also were looking at the GIF that you also have as a export option.
Yep.
Um, and
We'll do
then
that
you
here
could also
too.
isolate that to be any of the things that you end up actually turntabling, which is cool.
Yeah, the GIF is sweet. I
And
actually
also just
made
likes to
this.
show you next to the frame rate how many views are used, so you can kind of do the math there if you need to also
This
mess with the
one's
frame rate at all.
the 24 is a little too fast. I find like the 15 works nice.
Yeah, I
I
mean
might
that's
drop
just
one
like
of
also
these
kind of
on
just like
my,
animation, right? Like if you
yeah.
get too smooth in animation, sometimes it gets real goofy.
I do like
Um,
this one though, the little boomerang one that you're talking about.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna end the poll that we have now, and just in like the last like minute or two, just to get everybody back in here real quick, I'm gonna say, um, what's the favorite thing from today's show? And so we had what? We had the first heart,
Yep.
we had the second
This one
heart,
here.
and then we had the star. Am I missing anything?
Second heart and the star.
All right.
Maybe I should
I'm gonna say stubs for the second heart. First heart, I'm gonna say hands. Uh, and I'll see if you guys can vote on that, and we can declare a winner. Be nice and productive. And then I'll shoot you guys over to office hours in just a minute or so. But I do want to say thank you for Morgan, SCD, Vishal, Steven, George, Natalia. Thank you guys all for being here and asking such great questions and hanging out with us. Also, can't forget my Behance folks like Sean and Patrick. Cody, thank you for moderating as well. Early votes are in saying that the second heart, the Stubbs,
let's
is the
go.
crowd favorite right
The
now.
plushie.
Um, the plushie, yeah. So, oh, but now it's leveling out because more people are now voting. So, um, gonna be. I'll leave that up just for a little bit longer as we kind of work through. Um, and then yeah, anything exciting coming up from you? I know you said you were working on some of the maybe a backstory for some of your characters, but is there anything else that we can look forward to seeing from you in the coming weeks or months?
Coming weeks. Yeah, I mean, I am working on, I think I said this last time, but it's going to be in October. I am working on an art show. So hopefully in October in Toronto, I'm going to have an art show with like some of these characters blown up pretty big, like maybe 2 to 3 feet painted on
Wow.
wood, and then maybe some like bigger, like one-off print, not one-off, but like limited edition prints.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like getting everything in order to kind of see like what ones am I gonna do? Like what characters do I want to paint? What poster do I want to print? And then also getting like this to a good point to like do a limited release at that show as well. So probably like
Yep.
100 pieces, and then if they don't sell out, I'll bring them to the online market.
And that's when Captain Supply will come and swoop in
Yeah.
and buy you out there. So great. Well, thank you
But
so
yeah,
much for joining us. We're looking forward to
thank
seeing
you.
what comes next. It was really cool seeing this process. And we look forward to having you back on Adobe Live sometime soon. This is like a third time this month, so I'm sure we'll see you
Fine.
very see you again very soon. Make sure
All
everybody
right.
else, if you're watching here live, stick around. Office hours is coming up next. If you're watching the replay, also if you could hop over there too. See you all real soon. Bye.
See ya.